This is a story intended for mature audiences. All parties involved have filled out a consent checklist, and a system has been set in place for their safety and comfort should topics hit too close to home. With this in mind, the sun is setting. It's time to venture into the night. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Night Consortium. This is episode 2, Rooftop Down. I am once again joined by our lovable cast of weirdos.
My name is Andrew, but I am playing as Alexander the Malkavian.
Hello, my name is Kim. I play the creepy Hakata bitch babe by the name of Sunshine.
Hello, I'm Gaba, and I play Ophelia the Gangrel.
Hello, I am Jessie. I play Theodora, Theo Hyde, the Ravnos.
Circling back, last time we left off, Sunshine was about to attempt to aid LaRue in bridging the strange connection the coterie shares. Sunshine, you're going to roll the way that you can kind of figure this out. It's through your discipline, so I want you to cast Where the Shroud Thins. And so basically you're going to roll a wits and an oblivion. But first, if you are to do this, you have to do a rouse check first to see if you get hungrier. Okay. As you cast Where the Shroud Thins, you make your blood sing. And in the process, become hungrier. Your hunger just went up on its own. And LaRue kind of reacts to that. I'm still not used to that.
Yeah.
Not just that, but you can all kind of feel Sunshine get hungrier. Nowhere near to the effect that she has, but you can kind of feel the tinge. You can feel your own beast kind of react to that. It's strange. It's separate from your own. It is part of this pact that you guys have engaged in. With that being said, go ahead and roll wits plus oblivion. Ooh, you fail. Okay. So you get the sense that there are these threads of the shroud kind of bound between all four of you, and you tried to kind of reach out and transfer some energy, but it didn't work. And then LaRue says, wait, let me try something. LaRue tries helping, and you feel it. You feel that he's pouring some of his own energy into yours, but even that isn't enough to kind of fix it. Damn, close. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we tried.
But until then, unless we're within earshot of one another, there's a bit of a disconnect between the conversations. And keep in mind, on the other half, you two have no clue what the hell they just tried doing over there. You just felt that Sunshine got hungrier in the process.
Yeah, I got fucking hungry for nothing, huh? Thanks, man.
That being said, everybody starts their journey upwards. Those in the back hop in a service elevator, which takes you all the way to the top. And everyone in the front crowds in. And I gotta say, Sunshine, you're now in an elevator full of mortals. And you just got a bit hungrier. And you can feel that kind of rippling in your chest a bit. Before, you would not have, you could have pushed it off, but now that you just got that craving, and you're in here for a solid minute, let's say, as it goes up, how are you doing?
Sunshine is just rapidly tapping her finger on her thigh and looking around very anxiously.
Ophelia, you see this.
Where are we in the elevator?
I'll say you two are in the back.
I'm gonna put myself as much between her and the humans as possible. Everything's been good.
Yeah, we're fine. We're good. Everything's
Good.
fine.
It's not uncontrollable.
No, it's not.
Nowhere near. No,
Everything's
it's just,
fine. I'm just like,
Perfect.
yeah.
And Sunshine and Ophelia enter a long rectangular room making up the main bar. The majority of this room is glass, and walking in a bit, you see that to your left is the bar itself. No stools or seats, just a large crowd of thirsty people waiting to get a drink. The staff wears black dress shirts with purple vests. Everyone behind the bar looks confident, their trained hands making multiple cocktails at once with precision. The finest selection of liquors and wines are being displayed behind them. There's some seating inside, luxury couches and whatnot, but the majority of the crowd is in the outdoor section of Cloud Bar, which is alive with music and performance. A long glass wall gives you a glimpse at the grandeur outside. There is a main stage currently occupied by a flawless juggler throwing flaming batons high into the chilly air. It is a colder night tonight. Groups of people cozy up around warming lamps while various performers in black vaudeville-inspired outfits wow and dazzle them. You can see a contortionist folded like a pretzel. He's pouring a delighted guest more champagne. The music is loud and thumping. You can feel the bass in your bones. There is an air of mystique tonight. The bright moon peeks through gray clouds like a great eye casting irrevocable judgment. What are you going to do first?
I'm going to immediately text Theo and Alexander that hacker voice, we're in.
Ophelia, you get a text from Alexander. A rather broken text at that. Alexander, what do they receive?
You get
Oh boy.
you get the letter E
Oh,
with
no.
an exclamation point. I very specifically said you can't type O's or P's, so that means key 6 and key 7 are out.
This is amazing.
So just the letter E. He tried to say same.
Oh no.
There's an exclamation mark, so it has to be confirmation of something, right?
E.
Or
E. Oh. Is someone named E? Do we know someone named E?
Theo was in the process of saying same before Alexander's text came in, and she just stops and just looks at him, just judging.
He looks very confident as he puts his phone back into his pocket.
Do we have a group chat?
Yeah,
Group text?
it's probably
Okay, good,
like
Bat bucks for life or something like that.
yeah, so Theo just hits send on same, and then looking around.
Yes, so in the back where you guys are, it's a combination of, well, two things. It's a combination of, you see that there's a back bar over here where people who are sitting outside are not ordering from the bar themselves, they're ordering from a service bar, where there's a bartender back here who is making drinks just for the people outside, and there's a bartender at the bar making drinks for people at the bar. So there's that. There is a stock room of sorts that you see, and there is also a room that seems to be like where a bunch of, let's say, like chairs and spare furniture is. This seems to be the majority of where the performers are actually getting ready.
And knowing what our Prodigy lover looks like, also, did we find out what her name is or no?
Melanie.
Melanie, okay.
Oh, her real name is Melanie.
Got it.
Okay.
Anyone in the general vicinity look like her?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Wait, this might be my time to shine. Can I use the web this time?
Yeah, okay.
What?
Yeah.
Can I reach out on the web to see if somebody is having a thought about, like, talking to her
Okay, yeah.
in a location?
So, Alexander, because you are Malkavian, you are a part of something called the Cobweb, and it's something that is a unique neural network that is strange and it's supernatural, but it only exists between the children of Malkov, and it's something that you have occasionally been able to tap into. So let's say you try to tap in now. Are you trying to listen, or are you trying to say a message related to this person?
Just listen, so only the static part of it.
It's pretty tough. It's pretty tough to kind of break through this, because you were from Philly before? Correct?
No, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, gotcha. So you were in a city, but you weren't in a city as big as Chicago.
That's fair.
In Chicago, you are downtown, you are in River North, you're at the top of an antenna tower almost. And you are just getting, as you tap in, it is nothing like how it was back in Pittsburgh. It is 10 times stronger. The feedback is insane. The static is so dense. Do a rouse check for me. Cool, you're fine.
Success!
So you push through no matter what, but you're able to stave off hunger, thankfully. A woman's voice gracefully enters your mind, like a hand gently touching your shoulder. She says matter-of-factly, "Alexander, paint for me."
I turn to look to see if somebody's staring at me right now.
Nobody is staring at you.
Oh, I don't like that.
LaRue speaks, and he says, "Why do I know that voice?"
LaRue, that sounded pointed towards me.
Very much towards you.
I think that she knew that I was looking, or listening, rather. I don't know who, but somebody knew.
Thea's just going to lean over towards Alexander. So, this voice, this she that you mentioned, is that who we're looking for?
I don't think so. I think that was someone else. I kind of just listened to, like, other Malkavians along the web sometimes. It was a lot easier in Pittsburgh, but here it's loud.
So I will say there's all sorts of kind of thoughts and like exchanges going on between everybody. But that voice, only you heard.
Gotcha.
So Theo, you know that like Andrew responded, strangely
I
to
heard
something.
LaRue and
Yeah, exactly. Or Alexander, sorry. Alexander, when you did hear this voice say paint for me, you suddenly very much just want to paint.
All right, well, I guess I'll go start my performance then. He just, like, walks by, like, a napkin, like, a stack of napkins and, like, pulls them off of the bar and, like, whips out, like, a freaking, like, Sharpie. Unfolds the napkin and starts, like, doing art across it.
So as you are doing that, back at the front, LaRue actually speaks up and says, "I don't know what Alexander is doing right now, but it may be amazing." You two may want to go towards the back and see this.
Oh yeah, we gotta fucking see this. All right.
As you two are walking towards the back, there's this guy who's very drunk, and he accidentally bumps into Theo. And he turns back towards you, and this person very much is kind of going against dress code. He was wearing a very nice dress shirt that was buttoned all the way up, but after a few, couldn't help but kind of lower it down, exposing his chest. And he bumped into you. He was the one at fault, but turns towards you, and just gives you a stink eye.
Well, this jacket probably cost more than whatever scholarship you may have gotten previously. Maybe you should go sleep a couple of those drinks off.
Maybe you should go to the stupid magic convention.
Sure, if there were any. I'm assuming you know of some?
And he kind of thinks to himself about this.
I know that, there's someone who's so cool who frequents this place. What was his name? Prodigy He's a big magic guy, right?
I didn't. And he's like, "Hey, Jeff." He calls this guy Jeff over, and Jeff comes over, and Jeff's also quite drunk, and he's like, Did you talking to some girl about some guy named Prodigy?"
Prodigy.
And Jeff is like, "Who the fuck's Prodigy, man? What are you talking about?" And he like looks towards you, Theo, and it's just like, "I'm sorry, my friend's very drunk right now."
No worries. It's actually Prodigy.
Oh, yeah, there was what's it called? Yeah, some broad was talking about her man. I don't know where she went. She seemed pretty drunk herself.
Do you remember what she was wearing? Of course you do, right?
She was red lady.
Red lady. Do you remember which way she left?
No, it's just that she was kind of puking in a bush around the corner, but that was a while ago. I haven't seen her since.
Okay, well, I would suggest the two of you maybe go back to whatever high-class apartment you think you live in and maybe sleep a couple of these drinks off.
The first guy who bumped into you, and I'll say Theo and, or not Theo, Ophelia and Sunshine, you two actually catch up with the other two as this guy is just like, "I'll have you know that my bidet is very fucking fancy, so don't talk shit about my fucking condo."
You know, I think your bidet is great, and you should be very excited to go home and use it. I think we may have a lead in the ladies' room. Our target may or may not be incredibly drunk and puking somewhere.
And not only that, Alexander, roll a this is going to be a performance and a resolve.
Success.
Okay, cool. So you succeed.
I'm an art boy.
So not only that, so as you two are talking, behind you, you all see that Alexander has constructed a crude makeshift canvas out of various bar napkins. They're all layered on top of each other. And Alexander, your limbs move on their own, your artistic sense overriding your body. You don't know what you're doing, but you're sketching something, and something is coming into view more and more as you aggressively cut and dance with a Sharpie across these napkins, and you're making art.
Hell yeah.
You don't know exactly what you're making until it's done, and kind of to Theo's point, you have painted a bathroom door with a women's sign on it.
Inspiration hits in weird ways. I'm selling this right now. $5. $5, everybody. $5.
I just imagine you leave.
I need gas money. My car hasn't started in days.
Yeah, add a couple zeros to that. I'm going to hit up the restroom.
$5.00. That's 2 zeros. $5.00.
So as Alexander is off selling this art, are the rest of you heading to the bathroom?
Yes.
As you head towards the bathroom, there's two girls that actually leave, and they're both laughing. And one of them shakes their head and says, "What a fucking mess." And they just laugh and walk past you guys.
Should we play nice about this? You know, bathroom girl solidarity, drunk girl solidarity. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Careful, she is volatile. I meant more the throwing a trash can across the skyline.
Yeah. Okay. Head on in. Yeah.
So in you go.
Mm-hmm.
So you go into this bathroom, which, by the way, has to be one of the fanciest bathrooms you guys have ever seen. There's just these beautiful amber lamps in here. It has no right being this beautiful, but there is somebody on the sinks, on the far right side, who's kind of just slumped over on the corner. And to make matters worse, the sink handle is just ripped off. And it's just in her hands. This figure in this turtleneck, sleeveless, red dress, who's just kind of slumped over, just kind of mumbling to herself.
Slowly try to take the handle out of her hand. Hey there, friend. Do you want to go sit down?
You can see that her very long hair is just kind of in front of her face. It's very tangled. And she says, she just kind of like mumbles something. You can't catch it. She's not letting go of the handle.
I'm gonna step towards Theo, and I want to use Sense the Beast on her.
On Melanie?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
It's my resolve at animalism versus her composure and subterfuge.
Okay. Okay.
If
Gotcha.
she has any composure,
Yeah, I was
one.
literally about to say. Okay.
And I'll be able to tell her hostility and if.
While she's doing this, does Melanie have a purse or pockets or anything that may be where her phone is?
She has tucked her purse like in the furthest corner behind her, looks like. And you said it's a composure and which roll?
Subterfuge.
Subterfuge. Oh boy. You succeed. Not only that, but you see that she is very upset. She is, if you were to hear what she had said, it'd probably just be a growl. She is very distraught and she is ready to pounce right now.
Okay, I'm going to...
You share that information with the group?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna tell, I'm gonna tell LaRue to tell
LaRue.
everyone, cause LaRue,
Yeah.
Cause I don't want to
Say anything out
trigger
loud.
her by saying anything.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
true.
tell him to tell everyone that she's gonna pounce. She should back up.
Not only that, Alexander, you have failed at selling your painting.
Damn it.
Your makeshift one, which truly, although one of the other performers, a knife thrower, is just like, that's cool, man, and gave you like a reassuring pat on the shoulder.
Thanks, bro.
You actually see there's another group of drunk girls heading towards the bathroom right now where everybody else is.
Oh. And I've been hearing, okay, so
Yep.
he's gonna fold up his napkin drawing, shove it into his pocket, and he's gonna run over towards the bathroom and be like, out of order, super out of order, crazy out of order.
Oh, do you work here or something?
I'm one of the performers. They let us all know so we can inform you guys.
Oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, it's fine. And they kind of go their own way.
Like, you just need like a thumb stick through the door and come back out.
What just happened?
Do we recognize this? I don't recognize that thumb. Okay.
Tell them that there are people that are going to come into the bathroom, but I stopped them from coming into the bathroom.
He's just our personal messenger.
Are you just saying this like through the door, like tell them, like...
It's Alexander, I want to come in because that would be like super awkward, but like you're good. There were other girls who were trying to come in.
Okay.
I told them that this was that. Listen, it's cool. Just let me know if you need help. I'm gonna be out of here. All right, thumbs up again through the door, and then it just comes back.
just use LaRue. Okay.
He opens up the door again. I tried to go through the LaRue, but he didn't explain it. You guys, listen, it's fine, okay? Thumbs up through the door, back out.
Okay.
Melanie stands up. Part of her shoe, one of her heels is broken. She's a bit wobbly and she looks a bit off. And the way her hair is kind of in front of her face, you only see one eye kind of looking through, and she's just staring everybody down.
Do you want some water? I think I get it. I can go get you some water. drunk girl solidarity. That's how this works, right?
She says, I want that bitch to show up already.
Ooh.
Oh. Who's?
What bitch?
Tell me the tea. All right, let's go. I gotta know.
And she kind of like looks at you. She's like, really? No one else wanted to hear.
No, man, I love drama. Let's do this. What's up?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you want to sit down and talk about it?
And she's very confused that you are all being nice to her. And she's like, I don't know, probably some slut who's shit talking my man. And you can tell she's actually crying.
Well,
Ugh,
fuck
how
her.
horrible.
Fuck that. Oh my god.
Ugh. Yeah, I hope that she shows up.
I mean, I could like look for her. What does she like look like? What do you need? Do you need help? Do you need backup?
She grabs her phone and she just shows you a picture of Harper. She says, this bitch.
Oh, she looks like a bitch.
Do you think she can even get in here?
No, probably not.
Ugh.
And she kind of like slumps down and like tosses her phone aside, like kind of defeatedly.
I think whenever she does show up and you beat her ass, I think your makeup could use a little bit of a touch-up, because I get it, vomiting and crying, all that. We want you to look bomb-ass bitch, okay? So these two will totally help fix your makeup.
You gotta look hot when you beat shit up. You
exactly.
Yeah.
Try to maybe find wherever her purse is and see if she has any form of like lipstick, mascara, something. But yeah, while they're doing that, I would like to go grab her phone, not kind of out of eyesight if I can, but just pick it up and see if I can, because I'm assuming she didn't turn it off or anything, so it's probably still on her
It's still on
Twitter or whatever, and see if I can just like easily, quickly go through her messages and see if there's anything about Prodigy, stuff like that.
Cool. So you are gonna try to filter through. Meanwhile, the other two, you really have to kind of distract her.
Her head's like
Tell me-
flopping down.
Tell me about your mans. Tell me. I mean, it looks like you really like him. I'm happy for you.
It's just, people don't understand him. They say he's fucking. You should see his fucking dad. His dad hates him, and he's always such a fucking old dick. And he was really nice. Isn't sweet. And nobody really understood him. And he always, I get it. He was a bit of a jackass, and he wasn't that way with me. And she's very much kind of looking a little bit more defeated at this point, as she's telling you about him. She didn't expect to be so open about it. And then she stops. And she looks at you and she says, "Why the fuck do you want to know?"
No, I'm just happy for you. I'm just here to help. I'm just doing your makeup, man.
Theo, real quick, while the attention is elsewhere, you're browsing through, and I need you to roll it's going to be an investigation and wits. So you definitely succeed, and you succeed by a lot, but your beast causes you to sacrifice some grace here. You find it, after a while, at the cost of being sneaky, that you have her phone. There's a trend here. As you're sorting through, every Twitter reply in the DMs, it's either her defending Prodigy, or her reaching out to other Stan accounts, other fans, and all of the threads, every message is the same theme. Where is he? Have you seen him? And lastly, before you get caught with her phone, you check her actual phone calls out, just on a whim. Nearly every single outbound call is to Prodigy's phone. Nothing back. She's trying to reach him.
So I know that that's Prodigy's phone number?
Yeah, it just says Prodigy. Or actually, it says Max on it.
Okay. I definitely want to try to remember his phone number. I don't know if we know any crazy hacker person that could, like, find my phone. Oh, that's true. Okay. So I'm going to try to remember his phone number. What was the last time she tried calling? I'm assuming probably today. When she was in the bathroom, or?
Yep. Today.
Okay.
Real quick, Ophelia and Sunshine, you can both roll dexterity and brawls.
See if my rolls are any better.
Does this involve grappling? Because that's my specialty.
Yes, it does. So here's the thing. Here's what happens. She lunges. She sees Theo with her phone and lunges. And both of you, your beasts respond. And both of you, mainly Ophelia, you grab her. She attempts to lunge forward and you respond. And Sunshine, you do help with this, albeit a little bit. Ophelia, you ram her into the wall. Both of your hungers go up because of this.
Oh, cool.
Sunshine hongy.
A hongy.
Yes.
A little hongy bitch.
LaRue kind of just roar. You hear this like growl in his throat. Alexander, you hear from outside and you feel something going on. You hear this loud bang. And not only that, but you feel them get hungrier.
Door cracks open again. Everything good in there?
So you look in, and Alexander, you see Sunshine. You actually have your fangs bared for the first time.
Uh-huh.
And you are hissing at Melanie, who is pinned up against the wall due to Ophelia's strength. And Ophelia, you really, I'll say you have her up, let's say. And the beast is kind of making you a little sloppy about it. And not only that, you are Gangrel. Tell me, what kind of beastly form do you take on when you fail in these situations? What usually represents itself? What aspect of animal or beast?
You know, just like a little more point to angles and like some like claws.
Okay. A little bit. Not your full animalistic claws, but just your nails extend a bit. And your ears point a bit too. And Alexander, you see all of this just out of nowhere. How do you respond to this?
I take out another napkin, scroll out of order on it, and stick it onto the door. And then I walk in.
Just lock the door. There's probably a lock.
Is there a lock on the door? Okay, good. With a sigh.
LaRue he's trying to fight back, being a bit beastly himself. Center yourself. It'll be okay. And everything kind of is calm for a second.
Could have played nice. Could have fucking played nice.
What is Melanie like right now?
She is a bit stunned that she's being held up. And you feel her, Ophelia, you feel her flex. And she says, you should not have done that. And she struggles. And you feel her muscles begin to bulge as she struggles, and nothing happens. And you can feel her wiggling a bit. And she kind of like looks down, a bit surprised. And she says, huh? And she goes, ugh! And she like wiggles a bit more. And she's helpless. And she kind of realizes this. Just says, oh, no. It was the only thing I had of him left. No. And she just begins to cry.
Damn, I was gonna talk shit, but now she's crying.
Someone's out of juice. All right.
So did we get what we needed, by the way? Is it cool if we... I can just, like, vaporize her brain, essentially, and then we can just get out of here.
Whoa, man.
Before...
Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later, but it'll be fine. Are we good?
Okay, one sec. Theo's going to kind of kneel, crouch down, in front of the three. You obviously want to find your boy. We do too. Granted, you want to find him because you love him. We want to find him because we're kind of enthralled in this whole political shit, and we may or may not need his help.
You don't fucking get it, do you? He's dead.
Clearly not.
Oh.
He's fucking gone. I don't know where he is. He was taken.
By who?
Put me the fuck down. I could show you.
Means you gotta play nice.
I'm gonna put her down because her struggling against me, I am not scared of her.
Yeah.
Look.
She reaches, she asks for a phone. Give me my fucking phone back and I'll show you.
Fine. But just know, if you try to lie to us, we can get the answers from you against your will.
She grabs her phone and goes to the gallery and begins searching for something. She hands you the phone. Or she angles it towards all of you. She presses play. And this clip is it's a little over a minute long. It shows her and Prodigy on a rooftop somewhere downtown. They're easily above 12 stories, judging from the buildings around them. Melanie steps back from the camera, which seems to be on a tripod. She wears a bright yellow puffy coat with just a bikini top underneath. Prodigy is to her right. He wears a snakeskin blazer with no shirt underneath, his extraordinary chest and abs exposed. The city lights around them make his gold chain dance. She gives him a sweet look. Let's try again, baby. You've got this. They climb up on the stone ledge of the roof, balancing gracefully. Backs turned away from a surely lethal fall. She counts down. 3, 2, 1. Hey bitches, it's your girl Melanie. I'm here again with the one and only Prodigy. Doesn't he look just delicious today, ladies? Now, I know what you've been saying, and we're happy to announce the first ever, just for women, blockchain-fueled vampire NFT line. That's right, girls. We are dubbing it the Fanging Girls. And she does a little and Prodigy repeats this awkwardly. Yeah, the Fanging Girls. Melanie looks at him reassuringly. Don't worry, baby. We can try again. Don't worry. We'll try again. The sound of a metal door creaking open is heard. They both look off screen, off the frame. A voice. An older gentleman. My. Aren't you a modern day Hercules? Maxwell, I assume? His name is fucking Prodigy. What do you want, Grandpa? The older voice laughs. I've no interest in you, girl. You're no Megara. You're nothing more than a vile harpy. Prodigy flexes instinctively, bares his fangs and hisses. All right, you old bitch. You got 5 seconds to... He's interrupted. It happens. Almost hard to catch with your eyes. Out of nowhere. Casually. A soft thump. A wooden stake flies into frame, right into Prodigy's heart. His eyes go dull. His limbs go limp. Then he falls off the ledge, disappearing from the frame. Melanie screams and reaches for him, but he's gone. She watches in disbelief, and after a few seconds, a loud crash can be heard. People on the streets scream. Melanie turns towards the figure out of view and lunges with fury. There's fighting, clangs and shatterings of glass, and she suddenly flies back into frame as if thrown violently, right into the tripod. The phone falls, and the video stops. Things are quiet, except for her sobs.
Man, she's just in torpor. What?
He's just in what?
What? Yeah.
He's not dead.
He's not
Probably.
dead. Probably.
No, he's not dead. If he were, her powers would have gone away instantly.
Who were those people?
I don't know. There was just one. He was old. He was in the dark, and I couldn't really see him. I don't know. He had a smoky beard. He had a cane. He was so strong and so fucking fast. Fucking threw me across the roof, and I hit my head. And when I woke up, Prodigy was gone. He crashed into a car when he fell, but when I woke up, he was gone, and so was the old guy.
What was the address of this building?
It's just a building that my dad owns. It's downtown. I could send you the address later.
Can we get a screenshot? Do we have him in frame? The person?
No.
Damn.
Entirely off frame the entire time.
Yeah.
We could use the video for
What
the voice.
Yeah.
What about the person's car who he crashed into?
Oh, it was just some taxi on the street. I saw nothing about this guy. I don't know how he fucking found us.
True, but if someone wanted to cover this up, there's probably some money going around to help pay to get the taxi fixed or replaced, meaning there might be a name connected.
We have leads now. Yay!
Yay! Also, please, for the love of God, do not make NFTs.
Yeah, don't
It's
do that.
so stupid.
It's a bad idea. It's a dying market.
Also, you really need to work on your pitch a little more. You could have been a little bit more theatrical. The lighting on you guys, it was just...
What the fuck is wrong with
shit.
you? My boyfriend is gone.
But not dead.
My baby is gone, and you're making fun of that now?
Well, look, okay, relationships, they don't always last. If you want to be someone that has a business...
You know it's forever.
Has some type... Exactly. You need to learn how to market yourself and your ideas.
Also, if you're going to send us that video, could you give me $5 because SMS costs a bit, and that's gonna be rough for me.
Here.
You don't have unlimited text?
What is unlimited text? No. What?
Oh my god. It's fine.
Whoa, no. Let's slow this down. Let's get her to send us the video. We could send that to Mox. Mox is going to want to see this.
Speaking of, does this sound familiar to you? Bearded, old dude, vampire hunter maybe?
This is, well, truthfully, it could be a couple of things. Anyone can throw a stake, especially one of our own kind. It's a common tool used when we fight each other. But that voice, no. Nothing comes to mind.
We'll see if Mox or any of his contacts recognize it.
Yeah, Mox it is.
Melanie stands up and just kind of looks around and just says, "So he's not dead? Where is he?"
That's what we're trying to figure out. Yeah.
Sending us
Yeah,
that
we'll
video
figure
will
it
help
out.
us figure that out.
I've been trying to call him, and my dad has resources and even all of that. Nothing's turned up. He's been gone for a little over a month. Luru says, usually when a kindred gives a ghoul blood, the effects last for about a month. So, the video she sent earlier probably used the last of her powers.
Alright, well, I guess we could head back and start doing some more digging.
All of a sudden, the door opens.
I locked it.
God damn it, Alexander.
No, I locked it.
Here's the thing. You did lock it, and the person who opens the door has a key ring for this place. She's tall. Her dark skin is stunning and flawless. She wears a leather jacket.
Okay,
Not
don't
to
do
wear
this to my
leather.
loins.
That's against dress code.
She... Do you say that?
Yeah, but like quietly, he just like raises his finger. He says it
She
very
looks at you.
meekly. He's like looking down at the
Yeah.
ground whenever he says it.
She's
This
wearing a leather jacket, not
Beautiful.
leather pants.
This beautiful woman looks around and says, I own the place. I can wear whatever the fuck I want.
That's valid. That's fair.
As I mentioned before, this woman is tall, standing at about 6'4", 6'5", maybe. She has a remarkable curly afro and thick eyebrows. She wears matte green lipstick that complements her dark eyes. Her black crop top sweater showing off an impossibly smooth belly. She gives off immense body confidence and commands the room entirely. And this may not be the standard attire for someone who owns a bar, but honestly, who would dare complain about it? Someone mind telling me what the fuck is going on here?
Horny stuff? It was the first thing that came to mind!
Listen. We were a little
Okay.
drunk. I get it. All right. We were a little drunk. We're cool.
Everything's resolved.
We've
now.
got it. We're good.
I just want to say your building, whoever your recent plumber was, did a shitty job. You have horrible plumbing. The sink broke and we were trying to fix it, but we were a little too... Someone was drunk, and so we didn't want anyone to get hurt while we were trying to fix the sink. And, hi.
I was here to guard the door.
My name's Theo. What's your name?
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like
She's
this.
gonna fucking destroy our bloodline.
Anytime. She's hot.
Cool. Everybody is gonna have to roll a intelligence and a resolve for me.
Jesus Christ.
Gotcha. This already beautiful woman becomes even more intoxicating, and she opens her mouth. And it doesn't matter what she says next. You will do whatever the hell she wants. She says, matter-of-factly, you will love me. You will die for me. You would die for me. Wouldn't you? And all of you are compelled to say yes and to nod accordingly. Melanie especially has gotten hit very hard by this. And she says, you, points at Alexander, did you die for me?
Yes. He's still staring at the floor. Yep.
Come by my side.
Okay. He's like the head down and shuffling over to you.
She leans down and whispers, or she whispers in your ear as you're kind of just hunched over, and she says, kneel down for me, baby.
Okay.
And you kneel down.
Do I
and you
recognize
see-
this voice?
No.
Okay. I kneel down.
Oh, not only do you kneel down, you do it well. You will do it to her
Gracefully.
specifications. Exactly. The rest of you see her hand grow monstrously. Her beautiful hand morphs and changes and turns into a horrifying, it looks like an amalgam of flesh and bone, but it looks like a sickle and it's sharp. She says, now, what the fuck are you doing in my bar? You're gonna tell me, or he loses his head. I think this is a perfect time to end things.
Alexander's just like, this is my top 10 hottest ways to die.
We are gonna end things right there.
Mommy, sorry.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry.
Hello, everybody. This is Alex Zarita. I am the storyteller of the Night Consortium, and I just wanted to take a second and say thank you guys for listening. We have been doing this for a bit now, and this started off just as a passion project of mine, wanting to learn a new system in Vampire the Masquerade and trying my hand at editing audio. And it has been a very awesome, wonderful experience, and it's been very rewarding, and I appreciate everybody who's listened. And it's been a small and dedicated group of people who've been listening. And on the back end, if you're listening on Simplecast, if you were listening or downloading directly through that, I get some really interesting analytics, and I just wanted to talk about that for a second. So it's all-time downloads are close to over about like 150, and then on YouTube, there's the YouTube, I was going to talk about that. On YouTube, we're close to 200 views or so in total, which I know it's not a crazy amount, but also, sorry, I'm recovering from COVID. I'm on the tail end of it. But that being said, I know they're smaller numbers, but they are really interesting because I can see these trends of people listening and when they listen and how long they listen. And it's a really cool thing to kind of delve into and watch just kind of unfold. I mentioned earlier, but we have a YouTube. You can find the Night Consortium if you just search the Night Consortium. It'll be under Dapper Cadaver Games, which is one of my online handles. You can also find me on Twitter at Dapper Cadaver. I may be playing around with the idea of someday making a Twitter just for this show, and that may happen. And also someday, if there's enough interest and if this grows enough, I am willing to start a Discord as well, just so that we can kind of talk about these things. But if you're watching or if you're listening and enjoying this, I think the thing that would mean a lot to me and the people playing is just if you talked about it and kind of spread this via word of mouth. I'm not really going super hard on ads or anything like that. I mainly just want this to kind of live and breathe as a passion project that's, a fun, cool story. And any help in that regard is greatly appreciated. But I just wanted to say thank you. Really, it means a lot to me that people have been listening. So if you have been listening, thank you. You have a bunch of bat bucks waiting for you.